To start the turn, you just draw 5 cards. You flip up the boss's card. To start the turn, you just draw 5 cards from the hero deck. Then you flip over the boss's card. Resolve all your card's effects before the boss's card. You have 3 mana. Each mana effect or cost is indicated in the bottom left-hand corner of the card. So for this card, you have 2 cost on the card. It deals 4 damage to the boss, and when you're at 0 energy, you may still make a dice roll with a d6, and if you roll a 3 or a 6, you deal 2 damage with it still. This card increases the defense power of your defense cards next turn, and then these are block cards with costs. So for 3 mana, I would choose to attack the boss to put him from 30 down to 26 HP. Then I would, seeing that he's going to boost next attack, I don't need to resolve these immediately. So I will go to boost my card, which means next round my defense will be 1 stronger. Now for these, I still get to roll dice to see if they resolve. For the attack cards, it is if you roll an even number, and if it's a 1 attack or cost card, it's if you roll an even number. So my attack still goes through and it deals 1 damage. So I just change the dice. And then I will roll twice more to see if these go through. This one goes through, so I now have 2 block, then I roll again, and I now have 4 block. Then I roll, or flip the environmental card. I roll dice. Because it was even, I would get healed by 2, but I'm already at max HP. If I'd rolled an odd number, then the boss would have been healed. Boss does boost his attacks next turn. Same card for the bosses, and then I draw 5 new cards. Because I have a lot of blocks and an increased attack next turn, I will choose to attack this turn for 1, so that puts that down to 23. If I can find the 3. Then I will increase my defense next turn because I'm relatively confident that he will attack next turn. So now I have 1 energy left. These are both 2 energy, so I can only resolve this. Now my attack is increased by 1 next turn. And now if I roll a 3 or a 6, because these are 2 cost cards, they will still resolve. Because I rolled a 4, it did not resolve. And a 3, it did resolve, so now going into next turn, I have 4 block. Boss has boosted his attack again, and then environmental effects. On an even, my next turn will have 1 less energy, and on an odd turn, the boss does nothing next turn. So because I rolled an even, I now have 2 energy next turn instead of 3. The boss is finally going to be attacking me, which would deal 5 damage, but because they boosted their next attack by 2, it'll deal 7 instead. So I already have 4 defense, which means I need to get an additional 3 to block the attack. I only have 2 energy, so I'll use my 2 block cards to gain 4 defense so that the boss's attack will not hit me. Now I can roll to see if the rest of these cards take effect. 6, so card effect goes down to 22 HP. 5, so card does not resolve. And 6, so I have an extra 2 block. So I block the boss with 7 damage with my now 12 shield. But because they attack, they both reset. So I'm now at 0 block. I flip over my last 5 cards. I check what the environment effect is. On even, I get 1 less block, and on an odd, I deal, or the boss takes 1 damage. Because I rolled a odd number, the boss goes to 21 HP. The boss's next is another attack. So I'm going to block for 4 of it, which means I will still take 1 damage. That's all the block I have in my hand. And then I will use the rest of my energy to attack for 2 damage, which means he's now down to 19 HP. That's 16. So now I don't have energy to resolve that, and I was at max HP anyways, so I don't use that. Now I roll to see if these resolve. I need a 3 or a 6. So that did not resolve. That's 6, so he still takes 2 damage, which is half the total of that card. So now I take 1 damage because my block was 4, so I go down to 19. And then I shuffle my deck and repeat until the boss is dead.